Okay, we're back. Hello, friends. Welcome back to I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. We are now 19 years old and
We're
are special
old.
in our own way. We build muscle mass like nobody's business. The natural world reveals its secrets to us, and our keen eyes can find things other people miss. They,
Yeah.
them. And in fact, we are directly in the middle of the male female spectrum.
I like the fact that you can change that whenever the hell you want.
I agree. So goals for the end of this. I was really hoping to get Rex up to 100, but we're only at 72 and we only have 1 year left. So
Yeah, it's okay. I think he's a great romance, by the way.
that doesn't
Uh,
surprise me at all.
it's a great time to do a romance with Rex.
We've already
Um,
got Nem and Dis in on the title screen.
yeah.
Tangent's at 97, so we'll probably be able to get her up pretty easy. And then Cal is the one I'm really focusing on because our friendship's at 86. Now I know there's
Mm,
like story I have to focus on and stuff, but
got a story sometimes.
I also wanna be friends with my friends. Wait, I think I see an item. I do see an item. Yoink. Okay, so we'll start with Tangent because I think we might be able to get her up to 100 like now. Hi Tangent, I have something with you, or I have something for you. You like the medicinal roots, if I recall properly.
Yes.
No, really, I'm going to analyze these roots and see. Thank you as an afterthought. How did that work out? That got us to
Sorry
99.
about the children screaming in the background if you can hear that.
I can't, thankfully.
Aren't you lucky?
And then Rex. Obviously, hugs incoming.
We love Rex. Rex is the best.
Rex obviously is going to get a mushwood log.
Yeah.
So I said he was at what, like 72, right?
Something like that. You can check if you click on his
So now
face.
he's at 76. Yeah, this is
It's
not
gonna
going to
be
be
rough to do it.
that's not
But
going to be a thing for this time around.
if you work in the bar, I think that gives you friendship with him.
You like crystal clusters, so I'll give Nomi one of my 16 crystal
You
clusters.
have just a few crystal clusters.
And I believe that Mars is also a fan of the crystal clusters.
Yes.
She also has the multi-hue eyes like Nomi has.
Yes.
Oh, we got a thing from Mars. Mars is working in the depot today. You find her sitting on a pile of boxes, drumming her feet against them as she flips dismissively through a magazine on her hollow palm. Every so often, she snorts at something she's read and rolls her eyes. Oh, hey, Selene, she says as you approach. Would you rather have really bad body odor for a whole day or have to spend the whole day naked? Honestly, depending on the day, I'd be fine with either because I, as a real life human being, am a recluse. I definitely could stand to be. Now, if it's a day that I had to go to work or something, it would have to be the body odor because you can't be a teacher when you're naked. That does not work. So
Depends on the type of teacher.
I'm gonna say bad body odor. I guess. You do you, I suppose. At least being naked isn't going to bother other people. I mean, it might though. I'm reading some of the teen magazines from Old Earth. You know, like fashion and makeup and dating and stuff. She turns to a new page and reads out loud. Don't be afraid to use green concealer. You may look like the Wicked Witch at first, but don't click your heels and go home. Stick with it, and you'll be on that yellow brick road to clear, beautiful skin. What does that even mean? Yeah, that there were a lot of. I mean, these days, like Teen Vogue has been doing a lot of good stuff, but a lot of teen magazines from when I was a kid were really bad.
They sure were a thing that happened.
Papa taught me to put on makeup because I wanted to be pretty like him, but never like cover up your blemishes, make your nose smaller, hide your scungy pores. That's all they ever talk about in these things. Yeah, because those magazines existed to make young women feel bad about themselves.
Yes.
And like, it's like Earth fashion was really about making everyone look as small as possible. What was wrong with them? I mean, that's fair. I was the biggest kid the whole time we were growing up, and I've always been gorgeous, and that's not just my genetic enhancement talking.
You right. You right.
Sometimes I feel, or I think they should have just made everyone unable to feel shame. That's her augment, is she is
Yeah.
unable to feel shame.
Yes.
That's actually dangerous as hell, and now I feel extremely sorry for her. Like that's incredibly dangerous. The inability to feel shame is what leads people like Elon Musk to be like Elon Musk.
Right, but remember how I said as soon as you figure out what her thing is, everything's gonna make sense
No, it
about
it makes
Jack.
sense. It's just horrifying and awful. All these magazines talk about is how to fix your flaws or act different so people will like you. It's such a waste of time. If people don't like me, they can flick off. I literally don't care what they think.
Accurate.
The dating advice of these things is pea good, though. Like, my dad's taught me about reproduction and stuff, but they get so squicked when I asked how you actually get someone to have sex with you.
Accurate.
Teenagers on Earth were apparently very worried about getting boys to like them. Like, look at this quiz 10 ways to tell if he's super into you. Oh, let's see how into me you are, Selene. First question, do you have any cute nicknames for me? Yes, I would not call them cute, but I have nicknames for you. Really? Tell me. Actually, no, don't tell me. Second question, do you get nervous around me? Yeah, I suppose. You are a little bit, much. You're a lot. No, really? Well, I guess that's understandable. Last question, do you go out of your way to see me? We just talk because you're there. That would be so mean. A little bit. Aw, Selene, I am happy whenever you come talk to me. Us sophisticated folks got to stick together. I think that is the first, I'm pretty sure that is the very first actual sincere compliment that Mars has given me this entire playthrough. I think that's the first one. I'm not 100%, I'd have to go back and look at the tape, but I'm pretty sure that is the first compliment that she has ever given me that wasn't backhanded. Oh, this is so wimpy. What was wrong with Earth teens? If you want to know if someone likes you, just ask them. It's easy if you're not a coward. I mean, that's fair, although some people will lie. She turns and leans in. Light and floral. What about it? Do you like me? I mean, yes. But I'd have to talk to Tangent first. But I will say what's not to love about you. More as a teasing thing, but we'll go with that. With a little hair flip there. But again, I would have to talk to Tangent first. I'm pretty sure Mars and Tangent have been a thing at some point too, though, right? Like, you mentioned that at some point.
I'm pretty sure they have. That sounds right.
Hi, Cal. You like the eggs and... Hold on, I know this. You just like the food. Yeah,
You
just
like anything that's food.
you just like the food. Anemone's always talking about wanting to eat a big old egg. If this one's not fertilized, I'll give it to her. So that should get me to 88 with him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's 1, 2, 3 seasons left. So that would be 88, 90, 92, 94. So I need to find 6 more points of friendship with Cal if I want this to work. That said, his birthday, we don't know what it is in the game, but looking...
We think it's in like dust.
Yeah, I think it's late dust. I think I read that somewhere, but I'm not 100%. Ooh, crystals. Now,
Shiny things.
I'm
Yay.
at stress 50. So I think what we're going to do, isn't there a +1, +1, +1. They're all +1 friendship with Cal. Also, relaxing in the park doesn't say it gives me +1 friendship with Cal. But organizing is the one thing I'm pretty close to. I'm 13 points away.
Yeah.
I don't need biology.
No.
Animals, empathy, no. Work on the farm, no. Shovel dirt, no. Okay, so we are going to do xenobotany because I want the organizing.
Yeah, the organizing is good to have.
Surveyor Tonin found blep grass shortly after the colony landed on Bertumna. The waxy violet grass grows almost everywhere near the colony, and when you steep its roots, you get a deep purple tea. It tastes
Let's see.
horrible. Grassy and bitter, but it's a stimulant and mildly hallucinogenic, so the adults think it's great. They've been drinking it for years with no ill effects except for the overwhelming urge to stick out your tongue and say bleh when you taste it. You have been trying to cultivate new variants that don't taste as awful or have more potent stimulant or hallucinogenic properties. Maybe you'll find some entirely new medicinal or recreational usage. You're ready to test a new strain. Tangent would probably appreciate a better stimulant. Cal would appreciate a nicer trip. Let's go with Cal because he's the one I'm trying to get his friendship up. You bring Cal a cup of freshly brewed blep tea and tell him to give it a try. He grimaces at the taste, but he drinks the whole thing. He's a strong one, that Cal. You've arranged to do this test at the end of Cal's workday, just in case it really knocks him out. I love how testing on humans, and it's got the dizzy above it. Oh, it says who the illustration is by right underneath. I never realized with their tag. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Selene, he says, as if just noticing you're still there. He's been in deep philosophical conversation with a bobber plant for the last few hours. Delighted when it bobs up and down like it's agreeing with him. The high is really pleasant. I don't think I like the, my heart feels funny, like it's beating too fast, and then it just stops, and I'm worried that it doesn't want to start up, and then it goes thump thump really hard when it starts up again, you know? Nan, been there. Sounds like Cal is experiencing some pretty common palpitation symptoms. You tell Cal this strain must be too strong, but he disagrees. No, it's fine. It's just a little weird at first. If I know everything's going to be fine, it won't bother me as much. Next time, I'll be totally chill. Sure, man, go nuts. Well, you were going to toss the rest of the strain, or you were going to toss the rest of the strain anyway, but if he wants to have a real deep relax with it, no harm there.
Who are you to stop him?
I'm certainly not gonna stop him. Okay, and this is just a one round thing, right?
Yes.
Let's see. I've got a wild there. So I'm thinking like 5, 6, 7, 8. No. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. As usual for this time of year, your dreams have been more vibrant and invasive. You have trouble distinguishing dream from reality during the day, and you dread falling asleep at night. How did that hop eye get into your bedroom? I mean, obviously we're going to follow it. This is White Rabbit territory. You chase it out your balcony door to find yourself on a thickly wooded path, the mushwood pressing in close on every side. The light is weird here, pink and glittering, casting teal shadows. The hop eye disappears down a hole in the ground, and without thinking, you dive after it, squeezing your shoulders to fit through. So this is Alice in Wonderland. You tumble into a cave, beautiful and surreal, shimmering with light that seems to come from within. When you take a step forward, granules of pink sand crunch underfoot. The cave opens out to a forest that seems lifted from a fairy tale. The sunlight beams through breaks in the trees, illuminating a path of mushroom-ringed stepping stones that lead you to a small cottage. You spot the hop eye hurrying further down the path. Okay, so I can either visit the cottage or I can follow the hop... Well, I mean, the hop eye is what got us here, so we're going to keep following it. Past the cottage is a field dotted with hunched-over figures. You watch them tend the crops with simple robotic motions, not caring as you tromp through their work. Their straw hats and overalls look tattered. When you pass close to one, you realize they're not human at all. They're made of metal. Sightless glass eyes stare back at you, metal faces pockmarked with rust. The rasp of their terrible creaking floods your ears like a cloud of cicadas. I hate that. My teeth are already bothering me thinking about what that must sound like. Ugh.
Right? It's bad.
No, thank you. The closest robot turns to you. Its glass eyes shine red, and it grabs you by the wrist. Its grip is painful, bringing you down to your knees in the loamy dirt. It pushes you down, planting you like a seed. The ground swallows you, and you can't even cry out. You're falling. You land hard on solid ground, your breath whooshing from you. It's hot here, impossibly hot. The twin suns beat down on you, burning your skin on contact, and the air is almost painful to breathe. In all directions stretches a barren wasteland of dead trees, like bones puncturing the dry skin of the planet. Tangen's cool hand helps you up from the dust-cracked earth to see the true extent of the devastation. Everything is dead, Tang says, her voice hollow. Everything. Why didn't someone stop us? Why didn't someone stop him? Tears roll down her face, quickly whisked away by the dry air. I don't know how to stop it. Please, Selene, help me. A great roar shakes you, and you turn to see a chimeric nightmare. A manticore, but with Governor Lum's face. Hate that. He towers over you from a podium, his claws clacking and his tail thrashing as he proselytizes. We, mid primeval forests felling, he chants. We, the rivers stemming, piercing deep the mines within. We, the surface broad surveying. We, the virgin soil upheaving. I feel like he would put a certain emphasis on the word virgin, him being him. Overhead, the sky is streaked with smoke.
Not wrong.
You hear a rumbling in the distance. We're going to stand to face it. You plant your legs and refuse to look away from the beast. With a yell from behind you, Mars appears and swings a sword made of light at the Lum abomination. Its head rolls across the dirt, but it continues to speak. You turn from the scene and walk away, feeling the memory of it cling to you as you push and claw your way through to another reality. You stumble forwards into a dark, glowing forest. Blessedly cool air brushes your cheeks, thick with moisture and making your face wet as if you've been crying. The path wends upwards, flanked by humanoid figures carrying candles. Some are wearing robes, some armor, some lab coats and envirosuits and formal wear. Some are elderly and some barely 10 years old. All turn to look at you and you realize with a jolt, they're you. So this must be other playthroughs, other time loops, other versions of me that might have been, or might yet be.
Or might yet be.
Yeah. Every single one of them is you. You see yourself reflected in their eyes as they gaze upon you dispassionately, a line of possibilities stretching out as far as you can see. The hop-eye crouches between the ranks and gazes solemnly out as you pass. You walk steadily upward, feeling their unflinching gaze following you. Overhead, the wormhole hangs in the sky like an overripe fruit, bending the heavy branch of space and time toward you. I like that's a good line right there. That was very poetic. It's so close you feel as if you could touch it. You stretch your hand out, seeking, and, of course, you wake up. Milky...
That's just how it goes.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. Milky, quiet sunlight pours through your window, flakes of bromide snow piling up against the glass. You feel as tired as when you went to bed. It's your birthday, you're 19 years old, only one more year as a teenager. But hey, I've survived this long, and I'm gonna assume that there are playthroughs that isn't a thing, where you die well before you make it to this point.
Well, you got the opportunity to restart early, didn't you?
That's true. And by restart early, we mean I could have been swallowed up by the void.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
always an option.
Pretty sure one of the faceless could have probably killed me if I hadn't done anything, if I hadn't done things right as well.
I don't know about that, but I do know that you could have that one faceless that was like, hey man, do you want to head out into the void right now? That's fine. I can help with that.
All right,
You
Cal.
could technically take that option.
It's hot and humid inside the geoponics bay, making your clothes stick to your skin as you look around for Cal. Eventually you see him, his back turned to you as he lifts bags of fertilizer into a wheelbarrow. You call out to him as you approach, and he turns to you with a beaming smile. Selene! I was hoping I would see you today. You open your mouth to respond. You hear a quiet crack and a hiss from nearby. Oh, Bud, watch out! Oh, it's a humidity sprinkler. Cal laughs as he's blasted by a cloud of mist. For one perfect moment, he looks as if he's been outlined with 1,000 rainbows. Oh, that's cute. Ah, dip.
Hot, hot.
I should have let you take that one, but your clothes would have gotten wet. He stands up straighter as your gaze passes over his body. He's really grown into himself, is the thing. Before your eyes, a droplet of water bravely winds its way from the rise of his chest and down the rippling muscles of his abdomen, where it disappears into the shirt tied around his waist. Caught you looking. Dude, you're blinding me. You're lucky I keep my pants on, bruh. You know I never get too hot or cold. That's my genetic enhancement, right? So why even bother with clothes? They just get in the way. Besides, I hear chicks dig it. I like that he... And I don't know if this is a thing that would happen regardless of what pronouns I use, but he just, threw both male and female pronouns at me basically all at once, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that he kind of just, like, when you're specifically when you're like a gender neutral soul, that most of the people will just kind of treat you like a... Man, I got options, and I'm going to use as many of them as possible right now.
So Cal's going to chatter us for a little bit. We're going to race to the cafeteria. A few adults are shaking their heads fondly. I mean, we're basically adults at this point.
I mean, you guys have been working for long enough that even if we aren't being held to Earth-wise standard, you guys are basically adults, so.
Now, I'm just going to check and see if the subaqueous swamp has reset yet.
Good choice.
Remind me how to tell. View the map.
No. So if you scroll over when you're talking to her, it should come up.
All events have respawned.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the problem, of course, being that I have pretty high stress right now.
Yeah. So you might want to actually not do it yet.
Not just yet.
You might want to go take that break first.
I'm gonna do two things. So I'm gonna do hanging out with Cal one more time.
Yep.
Which is xenobotany. Because my organizing is at 55 out of 67, right? I don't think I'm going to be able to get there, but I'm going to try. And then tending the animals is empathy, which I'm already pretty much there. Yeah, more xenobotany. Hey, it's Dad! Your dad has an interesting sample he wants you to study today. So, kiddo, I've been cultivating something.
Oh, yes.
He shows you a plant with thick purple stalks and pairs of tiny heart-shaped leaves. It's called dizzyweed. We used to have something like it back on Earth. It makes you feel relaxed and silly, kind of like Blep tea, but without the buzz. We're gonna study it together. Getting high with your parents.
Getting high with Dad. What a choice.
You have drugs? No, we're just gonna go straight to no problem. Play it cool. Your dad just shared that he's a big old stoner. Did he have to stop, or did he have to stop when he left Earth? Wild. Okay, take a look at this sample and let me know what you find. We're gonna ask Dad how to use it.
Dad, how do I smoke?
You correctly assume your dad would be cool with you getting some hands-on experience with dizzyweed. He explains how to chew the stem to ingest the funky-tasting juices, and warns you to spit them out after, or else you'll feel queasy. You do as he says, and within a few minutes you feel a head rush that makes you so dizzy you need to lay your head down on the research bench. Hence the name, you guess. Your dad chuckles and rubs your back. Don't worry, this part is over fast. Ooh, that's nice. Got the minus stress.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're doing drugs with your dad.
The dizziness does wear off within a few minutes, leaving you feeling pleasantly floaty? Wow, yeah, this is nice. Like everything is just a little softer, radiating gentle patterns when you turn your head. Your dad likes to chatter as he works, and you find yourself giggling at him more often. He's so funny. And so nice. It's really cool that he's so cool showing you this. You have a cool dad. Cool. After a while, the high wears off and you feel a little more corporeal. While you were circumnavigating the wormhole, Congruence helpfully crunched a few numbers and provides you with a report on the plant's chemical composition. What do you think? Does this have medicinal properties? Yeah, it says so right here. Congruence's report indicates that dizzyweed is more than just a fun diversion with some pain-killing properties. At a high enough concentration, it can actually fight off bacterial infection. Neat. Your dad is proud of your work in the field of pharmaceutical science. He floats you a few kudos and warns you to definitely not ingest the concentrate. Yeah, that's fair. +1 to blue cards. Okay.
That's solid.
Wait. Yeah, there we go. Probably not the best, but pretty good. Oh, but that'll... Right, it makes this a 9. Ah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think the only thing you could have done was switch out the red 4 for the blue 4.
Oh, yeah, that could have done it. Yeah, that's fair. And now that my stress is down, I can probably go ahead out to the swamp. Or do you think I should rest first?
I think I think you're close, especially since you can kind of like dodge everything.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I'm not necessarily planning on doing all of the things, so I think I can just go ahead and go. Hi, Dis. I'm glad that you didn't, destroy the colony. Alright, into the swamp.
Into the swamp. Into the swamp.
Alright, so we're going to talk to her in a moment. You're getting some tracking tips from Utopia, learning how to listen and look for the subtle cues that an animal has been through here or worse, has been hunting you. She stops and holds up her hand. Shush, she whispers. You hear that? You listen intently to the sounds of the swamp and hear a long, drawn-out hoot, like an owl but creepier. It's an air squid, Utopia continues. I've been tracking a herd of them for a few days. It's tough going. They float above the ground like float cows. Maybe you'll have better luck. That would be cool to see one. See one? It'd be cool to kill... Fuck off, Vase. Seriously, fuck off. Forever. If you do see one, it's because it decided it's gonna eat you. Keep that in mind. You might be hunting it, but it may also be hunting you. The most important thing to do is observe it. If it's not acting aggressive and seems to be migrating away from the colony, you can leave it be. And mind you, if you do get a clear shot, Red'll be happy with you, so there's that. A couple of surveyors have been laid up by him, so stay on your guard and stick together. Yeah, fine. Come on, Vase, don't fall behind. Piece of shit. Okay. Animal. But we're looking for items right now. Another animal. But we're looking for items right now. I'm gonna say hi to this manticore. 2 manticores are fighting. They don't even notice. Oh, we've done this one before. I'm gonna root for the young one. The young manticore has speed on its side, confuses the older one by snapping a tail in its face. Crack, crack. Go, youth. But the old one has patience, conserves its energy to the last moment. We've definitely seen this one before.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Nah, we're gonna leave him alone. Screw you. I hate you. It deserved a warrior's death. It was a good fight. It deserved to be treated honorably. Next time I'm going in with or without you. Fuck off, Vase. Ooh, there's a question mark without a thing there. Eggy. Another question mark. That's a weird looking thing. We're going to talk to the weird looking thing.
Do it.
You feel the earth rumbling before you hear it. A vibration deep in your chest. The animal of your body remembers this noise. Shit, is that a... You fight your fear and crawl up beside Vase. Through a gap in the trees, you see the impossibly large form of a Faceless. The same creature that destroyed your colony just before your 15th birthday.
Awful.
It's the size of a building, even lying down. You can't tell if it's sleeping or just ignoring you. Even Vase is like, nah, bro.
That's fucked up.
I'ma poke it. Card gets +3. Not what I was going for, because it's just +3. Okay. So +3. Funny enough, I could make this card worth like $1 million.
You could. That could work, too.
Because that makes it 16, right?
Solid.
Meeting the Overseer is a 13. God.
Oh. Yeah. Listen, it's a big deal.
Yeah, I only got the one. It's fine.
But you weren't really trying for like a
I wasn't. You creep up to it, lay your hand on its leathery flank. It's warm to the touch. It continues to be unaware of your presence. You make your way back to Vase, who regards you with a heady mixture of admiration and jealousy. We're going to leave this thing.
Yeah.
Nah, man. Like, Vase, I watch you get your ass kicked by one of these things.
I don't need to watch it again.
You almost died, my dude. So, like, you should be grateful that I'm not messing with this thing, is what I'm saying. Okay, we do have the end game encounter here, but we still got some stress. We're already gonna rest after this, so we may as well do some things. The worst thing about hunting in a bog is the bog. You're up to your knees in sticky, clinging mud, sucking at your boots, and then you're stuck. We're gonna build a bridge. Oh, I have insomnia? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I did have a really rough night. You find some branches that seem light enough to strap them together using tall grasses, making a kind of raft. You drop it into the muck where it sits without sinking. You make a second raft, and then you make a bridge. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We have a grouchy, sick manticore. Easy
Aww.
kill. I'm going to try to soothe it. Fuck you, Vase. But now you're going to come at me? Okay, well, in that case, it makes sense. It's a sick animal. Of course it's going to attack me, but I did my best. I tried.
Yeah.
I tried. And that's the important
tried and,
thing.
You know, you spent a lot of time around animals. So it makes sense that you would have tried.
That's 33. That's also 33. Okay, fair enough. I have +3 bonus to pairs and +5 bonus to straights. So straights is probably the way to go.
Yeah, with that extra benefit of it, yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I only need 23 now.
Yeah, you should be fine with
Plus
that.
6 if this has the highest value. And it starts at
Yeah.
2.
But you can bump that. So, and then you have that 8 + 3 on the third stage of a challenge.
Right, which is why it's 8 and not 5.
Yep.
And then, hold on, hold on. I'm going to put a 5 and a 4. And then a 2 here, which will make it 6, 7, 8. Heck yeah,
Yeah.
got the 3.
Nice.
Not that I need the combat skill, but still.
Look, you're very good at combat.
Vance insists you pose for a selfie with your trophy. I swear to God, or
Yes.
Vase.
What a piece of shit.
I hate this man so much.
So, like I said, there is a pet in here. You're looking for one with a Unisar.
So there was a Unisar at the very end. Oh, wait. Boom.
Fruit.
All right.
Yeah.
Looking for a Unisar.
You're going back to the beginning.
I
it
am
looks
going backwards
like. Okay.
just to see if I missed one. Also, I'm pretty sure there was a branch I didn't take.
Yeah. There's usually.
That's a Unisar, right?
I don't know if it's that one. It might be that one. It could be another one. I'd just say hit the Unisar ones.
Okay, so there was an exclamation point at the very end that was a Unisar. So I'm going to hit this one first.
Yeah. If you can hit both of the exclamation points.
It does
that'd
say
be good.
befriend it. It doesn't act like a wild animal at all, more like an algorithm. It's not interested in your food, your soft cooing, nothing you can offer. It's unnerving and strange. Continues to back off and keep a precise distance from you and Vase. When it sees you paying attention, it backs off and then comes back. And now it's going to attack us. Nice and simple, 4, 5, 6.
Simple and easy. Simple and easy.
Oh, it's the only blue card. Right. Still, I think we're fine. Not even close. 63 was a possibility. Got the -3 kudos, but I haven't really been buying stuff. I should probably go back to the store at some point.
You should go see what you can buy.
An hour later, you notice a muckwalker watching you from the water. It dives back under as you point it out to Vase, but it's back again. I'm sick of being spied on! Okay, well, we're coming up on our stress limit, so we're gonna go to the Unisar at the end.
Yeah.
That's not the right way. That's a dead end.
Yeah. Hey, you know, you're gotten a lot better at navigating this since it's
It's a
the same
straight
line.
hallway, which doesn't mean anything to me because I can get lost on a straight hallway, but it is a straight hallway.
It has some branching paths. Hold up.
It's just bent, that's all. There's not a whole lot in the way of branching paths on this one.
Not with that attitude, there's not.
Getting late, you and Vase should be. I was just saying we should be heading home soon. Then you spot it. On the plateau, half a click away, glittering in the beam of blue evening sunlight, a unisaur.
That one. It's
You
so cute.
pull out your holoculars. This one has particularly beautiful coloring, a pale bluish white. The last rays of sunlight shimmer through its rainbow mane as it paws the ground and sniffs the air. You're drawn to its terrible beauty. The question is, when did it last eat? Obviously, we're going to get closer. I mean, obviously. 10 kudos if the total equals the goal. Okay, we can try that.
Remember that it can also equal the super goal and
Yeah.
still get that bonus.
That's a 10. That's also a 10. Let's see. 10, 9, 8, 7, but that's going to make that into another 10.
I mean, if you keep the 8, wait, is it 8, 9? Put the yellow card in. It's not going to be as close, but it'll get you closer to where you need to be. And then you only need 9
Yeah, no,
to
it'll be
get the
easy.
main goal. But you should also see what the super goal is, because the super goal might be real easy to hit, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
The super goal is 22.
You could just use an item to get you up the +1, or that could do that too. Oh yeah,
And a bunch of kudos.
hell yeah. Well, yeah. I mean,
Vase watches you, expecting something bad to happen. You approach very, very slowly, pausing for a few minutes at a time for it to get used to your scent. It takes you almost an hour to work your way up to the plateau, but when you do, it bows, seeming to accept you. Capture it. This wild, beautiful beast is far from tame, and you wonder if this is the right thing to do, but you know if it was Vase's choice, you would just kill it, and surely this is more merciful. You have a moment where you look it in the eyes and see intelligence. Murderous intelligence. My favorite kind of intelligence. But it actually follows you down the slope without any trouble at all. You get a sense that it's chosen you, or at least it's curious enough to want to learn more. You radio your dad to let him know that you're bringing home a new Unisaur. A Unisaur. No idea what we're going to do with one of those, but we'll figure it out. Well, it seems like it trusts you. Make sure you come by geoponics to keep that bond up. We could use a hand with the other animals, too.
yep.
We'll go ahead and go home.
Pet.
We got
Sorry.
another pet. And a friendship with Vase.
Look, spending time with someone, even if you hate them, will eventually bond you. It's funny. Nobody likes it. But
Alright, it's pollen time, so we're gonna go and get that 100 with Tangent. Hi, Tangent. So, Lane, I was just thinking of you. Come sit with me for a while. Oh, like, she's giving me, like, genuine warmth, which is difficult coming from Tangent, and, like, I know that it's difficult for her.
So autistic. Everybody in this game is so autistic.
So we'll go ahead and do the procreation thing. Although I probably should have waited because I'm going to be resting anyway.
I know it's fine. It's good for morale.
I got a medicine for you. And now we're at 100. Okay, here we go. Tang is working late in the lab this evening as usual. What's unusual is the smile that brightens her face when she looks up from her microscope and sees you. Oh, Selene.
That's fucking weird.
Oh, I'm glad you're here. I was just... No, actually, why don't you come over here and see for yourself? Yeah, you're right. It's like seeing Tangent smile is like nice, but also kind of scary.
It's a little weird. It's like
the last time
when I'm smiling.
the last time I saw her smiling, she was enjoying her thought exercise of potentially putting some sort of eugenics into our genetics.
Always fun.
Which she, to be fair, wasn't like eugenics. It was just, eugenics light.
It was just normal eugenics. It's fine.
Like, I just want to get rid of, diseases, which honestly makes sense to me. Anyway, what do you got, Tangent? Look at the shape of the spores. I've only seen this once before when we were studying the shimmer fungus, but this fungus isn't any of the ones we'd identified as capable of spreading the shimmer. Just when I think we've got an understanding of something, Selene, this could change everything. If more species are capable of spreading the spores, then the shimmer response is more widespread than we previously thought, possibly even a planet-wide phenomenon. Because it's a new species, I get to submit a suggestion for its name. What do you think? Should I name it after you? Oh, that is so cute!
That is cute.
Like, part of me wants to be like, no, you should name it after yourself, but like, she's the one offering. And again, for a scientist, like, the highest compliment that they can give is to name a discovery after you. So of course I'd be honored. Whew, it's even later than usual for me, isn't it? Time to pack up and get going before the sanitation team arrives in the morning. It seems that even I'm tired. You help her pack up her workstation. She turns the lights off with one last fond look at her laboratory. You and Tang take the long way through the colony, walking in companionable silence toward the general direction of the living quarters. You've come to enjoy these walks with Tang, moving like twin spirits through a sleeping world. Actually, let's not go straight back. I want to stay out a little longer. You and Tang climb up onto the walls, where the wind coming from the forest is stronger, and keep walking. The wilderness is dark and impenetrable past the defensive perimeter. Tang keeps you on the outside edge subconsciously, or perhaps consciously, putting you between her and it. I hate thinking about what's out there. Predators, dangers, diseases, all the monsters that have terrified humanity since the dawn of time, and they're right outside these walls. It's not so bad out there. And inside, as well. Monstrosity is the human condition, too. Every horrible thing endemic to humanity, jealousy, aggression, fear, pride, it's still here in us. We brought it just like we brought potatoes and corn. It's terrifying to think of what horrors we're capable of inflicting here as we did on Earth. Okay, so this is a conversation I'm really interested in having with Tangent, because she is echoing a lot of Solene's own thoughts. And a lot of the conversations that Selene has been having with Sim and with Dis, and like, yeah, this is an important conversation.
Yes, I agree.
Selene, are you happy here? No, I don't mean happy precisely. Happiness is irrelevant to a survival situation. What I mean is, do you imagine a future here, one that you would have chosen for yourself should you have been given the option? Are you fulfilled? Whew, that's a big question. Like, I'm gonna say no on the I hate it here. On the one hand, we are just existing day by day. That's kind of what the game's all about.
But it's also like, it depends on what you think of as fulfilled, right?
Right. Not yet. Not yet. I'm going to say I'm existing day by day because if it weren't for Lum and Vase and that entire cohort and contingent, I might be able to say yes. But
Right.
because and Rhett as well, and Rhett is not one of the people from the other ship, right? Like
No,
the fact
but
that
he's a soldier.
right, we have so many people in this colony that want to subjugate rather than coexist. I think that I can't say I'm fulfilled just now.
Also the question is like, do they want to subjugate other humans, or do they want to subjugate like a species that they view as animals?
So I'm gonna say that obviously the folks from the heliotrope or whatever it was called
Yep, the
are
heliotrope.
are definitely trying to subjugate other people as well. They're literally doing it right now. But as for
Oh,
Rhett, I think Rhett wants to subjugate the planet. Like he wants to bring the planet to heel like we did Earth, like we're doing to Earth right now.
well, in a similar way that your mom does.
Yeah, a little bit. I despise the physical realities of living here. The smell, the cramped quarters, the constant threat of attack, of disease, everyone's meaningless interpersonal squabbles amplified by proximity and stress. I can feel them weighing me down. But we don't have a choice, do we? Therefore, the only rational decision is to make the best of what we have. To accept otherwise is to accept misery and death. Yeah, that's about where I'm at right now, Tangent. I'm right there with you. Tangent's Focus 3. You walk until the chill of the night settles into your skin, then descend from the walls and walk back to the living quarters. Tang hesitates at the threshold. Anyone else might not have noticed, but you know Tang. Possibly better than anyone in the colony does, even her own, definitely her own brother. Yeah, Dis does not know Tang at all at this point.
This does not know Tang at all. You've been dating Tang for years
At this
now.
point, yeah. So what's wrong?
Yeah.
It's nothing. I'm just tired, I suppose. I'm working on something with Chief Engineer that's bigger than anything I've ever worked on before. It could change the fate of the colony, of humanity even. It's a lot to think about, and when I'm alone, all I do is think about it. Now, neither of these responses sound like something I would want to say to Tangent. Like, I'm probably going to offer her a hug, but both of these are meaningless to her. Like, she is
It's
not... Go ahead.
like right, it's meaningless to her because she's like, well, I don't need physical human contact because the girl is too autistic. She's like, I am a robot, please treat me as such.
And like when I say everything's going to be okay, she is too logical and rational and intelligent to accept that. She's going to be like, no, you have no idea if everything's going to be okay or not. Neither do I, neither does anyone, so that's going to be hollow. So I'm going to say, do you want a hug? But I don't know that she's going to respond positively to it. Yes, I do
Oh
actually.
wow.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. You enfold Tang in a gentle hug. After a few seconds of stunned inaction, Tang wraps her arms limply around you as well. You spread your hands wide and hold her more tightly, trying to manifest the right kind of comforting energy to resonate through Tang's shields. Either you manage or she simply relents, but Tang rests her head on top of yours and sighs. This is where I talk about how physical touch encourages the production of oxytocin, which is a bonding hormone that imparts a feeling of calm and security.
God, she's like me for real.
I know you know that, though, so I'll simply say this is nice. Thank you. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Tangent actually getting, like, a little bit emotional and
Like just a
being
teen.
tired. Like, she just admitted that she is tired. Her augment means that that should be borderline impossible. So whatever she's doing, she is pushing herself harder than any human could possibly without
Yeah, because
augmentation.
we've had a couple of instances where she's like, I literally only need about 20 minutes of sleep every night,
Yeah,
and I'm fine, which means that she's not even getting those 20 minutes of sleep.
terrifying. And
Remember
honestly,
when you were very young and she was like taking a nap in class?
out of all of the augments I've seen so far, this is mine. This is the
This
one I
is the
want.
non-sleepy
I
one.
want the non-sleepy one. Look, I love sleep as much as the next person. It feels
I love
nice, but,
sleeping.
and I think I've said this before in this series, I deeply resent the fact that of my very, very, very limited time in existence, roughly a third of it is spent not existing. And I can't do the lucid dream thing that you can do sometimes, or more than sometimes.
It's
The
too much,
the amount
honestly.
of time that I can spend lucid dreaming is very, very, very small and very rare. And like, to me, lucid dreaming is great because it basically means more content in this life, right? But like
It's funny for me
yeah,
because like I have aphantasia. So like lucid dreaming is the only time I really experience
like
pictures
actually
in my mind.
visually see things, yeah.
Yeah, it's a kind of wild ride.
I am aware that I'm not the easiest person to befriend. Among my many admirable qualities, I am also often cold, brusque, and tactless.
She's me for real.
I owe you my thanks for taking the time to see through that. I don't know why you would have bothered, but I'm grateful. You know, you don't have to be alone tonight. An
Hmm.
interesting proposition. What precisely do you mean?
I love her.
I'm saying,
Oh,
it doesn't even need to be a sexy time thing. I'm just saying that you don't have to go to the bed by yourself, is what I'm saying. I'd like that, thank you.
that's adorable.
I hate that she still, after all these years, still has to check for ulterior motives. And the fact that her tone is defeated is also just so sad.
Well, the question here is, did she actually want you to have ulterior motives?
Good question. I don't know. I
Like maybe she's defeated because she's like everything's breaking me, but she could also be defeated in that direction of like, God, I really wish that you would have proposed anything to distract me.
I that's fair. Although Tangent, and I feel the same way about you sometimes, is the kind of person to where if she wants something, I would expect her to tell me. Like she and Solane have known each other long enough to where I'm hoping that she knows that Solane will not like flinch if she just says what she needs at any given time.
Well, yeah, but the other thing is that generally, as we've progressed in the on-screen parts of the game, right? Whenever there is a potential sexual encounter between these two, it is presented as an option to the player. It's not Tang coming up being like, "Hey, do you wanna?"
That's true. Is that the case with all the other characters as well, or is it just Tangent? Like,
Um,
do other
I
characters proposition you?
I think that Cal propositions you.
And like Rex is definitely going to proposition me at some point.
Rex for sure propositions you.
And I
I
think
think
Mars probably
Mars.
will. Yeah.
I don't know if Mars propositions you or if it's one of those like we could or something like that. I'm pretty sure Cal is the one that takes the lead in his romance, and it is awesome. I'm gonna say that right now. It's awesome.
You retire
Um,
back to Tang's quarters, a largely sterile sleeping room with few human touches save for a few neglected plants and a ratty blanket that you recognize as the kind Chief Steward Anne used to knit by hand for every kid. There's a physical photo of Tang and Instance posed awkwardly together as if they've been working on something and told to take a break to smile for the camera.
they're related, but not in a biological way.
You keep Tang quiet company for a few hours, trading bits of conversation till the first sun starts to rise. You look over and see that Tang's eyes have closed and her face has finally gone slack in much needed sleep. You pull the blanket over her and close your eyes as well to catch a few hours before you're both expected back at work. So there's no way that she's still there when I wake up, right? Because she's gonna be done with her sleep in a half an hour or so.
Oh, I think so. Maybe.
That
No,
was. Go ahead.
I think that was sweet.
That was such a sweet little thing. I'm so happy that I ended up with Tangent. Like, I really wanted to end up with an Anemone, and I know that there's, like, a thing that I have to do with Vase, who wants to talk to me right now. God.
Yeah,
Okay.
the only way that you can end up with Anemone is you have to go all the way through Vase's storyline and maintain a very high relationship with Nemi at the same time.
God.
You have to break the two of them up in a permanent way.
Yeah. All right,
And
Vase,
then
what do you
get with
want?
her.
Vase is in the garrison lounge, taking up a whole table with his schoolwork. The way he acts like he emerged from the womb armed to the teeth, it's a little jarring to see him doing something as pedestrian as homework. Oh, Selene, you care about all this Xeno shit. Can you help me with this? Look, I do want to make Nem's life easier because Vase is a complete asshole. So I'm going to say yes. Vase flips the screen of his holopalm to face you. You look over his homework. Oh yes, the questions are a little advanced, but you've learned so much through independent study that it's no trouble. Vase listens attentively, nodding and asking intelligent questions. He's already finished most of his homework perfectly. Wait, was he testing you? Apparently, Vase knows a lot more about xenobiology. You think I'm an idiot who only knows how to hit things? Yes, that's exactly what I think, Vase. That is exactly 100% what I think. Not
Now,
knowing...
I think it is funny because you can start flirting with Vase here if you're into that, which I know you are not.
Absolutely not.
There is only one way to get with Vase that isn't being the other partner.
Yeah.
In a straight up, this dude is cheating on his girlfriend way.
God, what a dick. Okay, flirting with
What a
me?
dick.
Gross.
He sucks.
It only has to work once, not that you would understand. You have all the game of a rock. That's not true.
Fully not true. Actively could be sleeping with 3 people right now.
You know, I actually thought this xenobiology bullshit was going to be hard. First thing I did when I found out I had to take Xeno B was go to that hippie Cal and see if we could work out a deal. You know, he does my homework. I get the guys to lay off bugging him now that or about how he's a prissy little shit, that kind of thing. I would not want to antagonize Cal. Like, Vase, I know, is a soldier.
I wouldn't want to antagonize Cal neither.
Like Vase is a soldier and he's got, like, experience and like, combat prowess and shit, but Cal is fucking thick as hell. I would not...
Listen, Cal is a Peter Malark.
I would not want to mess with Cal. I don't care how good of a fighter I am. Gotta hand it to the guy, he can get loud when he's angry. He said we're a bunch of violent, thoughtless thugs, accurate, and he hates us and everything we stand for, accurate. Can you believe it? Yes. We wouldn't be able to waste his time buggering float cows or whatever the hell he gets up to in geoponics if it weren't for soldiers protecting his stupid ass. False. He can be king shit of Null Hill if he wants to be. I don't need anyone's help. God, what?
Look, I understand that we hate Vase, but some of those digs were funny.
An absolute knob.
Oh, for sure.
The Brits would call him a bellend.
The thing is that his augment, you know what it is, but you haven't found out what it is.
Okay.
Meaning that Rex has told you what it is, but you, Selene, have not put it together yet.
Your birthday is early wet. It is right now pollen. Okay.
Yes. I really need to do
Hugs time.
Through. Yeah, I think if you start.
Oh, it was his birthday.
Oh.
I now know what Rex's birthday is. He said you brought me a stick for my birthday, and if I had known, I would have bought him a cake. Hey, Selene, over here. You look around to see Rex gesturing you toward a bit of tarped up rubble. You head over and pop your head inside. Rex peers at you from the gloom, his heterochromatic eyes gleaming in the light of his hollow palm. Okay, look. Get in here and close the tarp behind you. Look what I found. On the screen are some... Well, wow. Those people are not wearing clothes, and they would very much like you to know that. So he found porn, is what we're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you're an adult, it stands to reason that you'd have access to adult entertainment, but wow, it's all just there, isn't it? And you can just look at it? That seems like a bug. Like you should tell an actual adult, maybe. But no, it's all there. You can even log on to the Hollow Archives with your own password and see for yourself. Truly, we live in interesting times. I told you that right now, the way things work is that children have access to porn right now, right? Like,
Right.
I did a substitute day for an 8th grade class at my school, and there was a kid on his phone watching porn at high volume and commentating on it. And then he had the nerve to ask me why I was taking away his phone and sending him to the office. But, like, I know that they're right now, where we are right now in December of 2025, there's a big controversy going around about whether or not folks should have to, like, scan their IDs or some shit to be able to get into adult websites. And I know that all of the LGBTQ community is against this, and for good reason, because it's not just going to be used to keep people from being exposed to adult entertainment. It's going to be used to censor even non-adult LGBTQ content, right? That's why it's a problem. But like,
Yeah, and potentially they might back down and do a like interracial
right, and
stuff as well.
give them an inch and they take a mile, right? So that's
They
definitely
will
a
actively
thing.
take a mile. Yeah.
So like, but on the other hand, I do acknowledge that there is something that has to be done, because right now a 5-year-old could have access to porn if they have their parents' phone, right?
Right.
So
I
like,
think there's a level of propriety that isn't being taught to children.
no, because I mean, when I was a teenager, you had to be sneaky about this shit, right? Like when I was a teenager, this is
And now
hilarious.
parents don't.
So
Listen, when I was a teenager, you weren't technically allowed on the internet until you were 13.
my first, this is hilarious and kind of a vulnerable moment for me, but my first exposure to hentai came because my local video store didn't know what it was.
Oh, dear God.
So they saw a VHS or DVD like La Blue Girl, which is like
That's a fucking choice.
that is hardcore tentacle porn. And it was just
I know.
out in the middle of everything, because the folks at Bradley Video Store did not know what it was. To them, it was just a cartoon. So they put it out in the middle of everything, and that was my first exposure to
boy.
hentai.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah,
like,
wow. Jesus.
but now, again, it's just everywhere.
That's not even just tentacle porn. That's also some weird ass shit.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't remember very well because this was decades ago. But, like, yeah, it was fucking weird. And I was definitely not of age at the time.
Like I've seen La Blue Girl, and I will say that I'm not gonna talk about it much on this. But, like, there's a scene that is etched into my brain that I can't unsee.
Fair enough.
Ugh.
Rex is like, do you want to watch porn with me? And I'm like, yeah, sure, let's do it.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
I mean, obviously. Jeez, I didn't know bodies could go that shape.
Honestly, sometimes they can't.
Eventually you find one that looks, if not good, at least entertaining. You spend an enjoyable hour or so in the company of Rex and a few dozen very nice strangers who seem to not like wearing clothes and getting stuck in weird places.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. The normal stuff.
I'm stuck in the dryer, step bro.
Bruh.
Oh, God. I do not understand the whole step fantasy thing. I guess I do. I guess I understand why it's a thing. It's just doesn't do anything for me.
It doesn't do anything for me either. But the premise is, but what if you had a hot person that you're interested in that lived with you.
Right. And like I haven't played a whole lot. I haven't really played any in the way of like hentai games or things like that, but as I understand it,
Oh
for
God.
most of them the final boss is like having sex with your mom or some shit. And like I think the reason it exists, and I think the gamble that they're
Freud would
making,
be proud.
I think the gamble that they're making is that folks that aren't into the step family fantasy, if the people involved in the sex scene are hot to them, they'll still watch it despite the step sibling, step mom
I
shit.
think that's probably correct, actually. There's definitely an aspect that makes me go, that's not for me.
Right. So they're hedging their bets, right? They're assuming that the people who aren't into faux incest are going to be like, well, these two are hot, so I'll watch anyway. And the folks who are into it will seek it out deliberately. I assume that's what they're going for.
Probably.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a porn producer, so I can't say for sure.
You are you sure?
I am absolutely sure. I am a public school educator. Thank you very much. Wow, moral of the story. Old Earth humans had a lot of time on their hands, right? That was a blast. We should do it again sometime. Can you send me that one where they? Oh yeah, the one with the.
That's so funny.
Whoops, guess I gotta get back to work.
He was doing this while on the clock, bro.
Wow.
No,
Wow.
don't do that.
Perfect.
You should soon spend some time resting.
Yes,
in
and get the
Midpoint
get the pet. Hopefully.
to see if you can
Did I already
level
give
up your
Cal a thing?
vibe.
I did give Cal a thing, right? Yeah, I did. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So tangent should now be on the loading screen, right?
I think so. I don't know how like it should be like that. I know it's virtually impossible to do everybody. I do like Nomi's storyline because it's really cute. She's very arrow ace. Or they are very arrow ace.
Nomi is adorable. I'm not definitely not denying that.
They have the biggest fucking crush on Rex.
You and Cal go for a walk with your Hopeye Optimus Prime. Yes, I remember when we named it Optimus Prime.
Prime.
Cal loves the little creature and they love him right back. They must instinctively know that Cal is a safe person. We should take Optimus Prime to go see Socks. I haven't visited her today. I hope she's not missing me. That's right, Socks actually helped us in combat last
Socks has been helping you guys in combat for a period.
Yeah, that's badass. Okay, we're relaxing. I'm gonna forget both of these. I can't forget both of them. Okay.
You can pick one, but you can always go and spend kudos to decrease your shit. Remember that.
Right. And I do have plenty of kudos.
Yeah. Yep.
Onward to mid-pollen. Speaking of kudos, let's go see... That's not the way to go. Let's go see if there's anything interesting for me to buy. A sports ball, a learning tablet, Udicott's old hat. That's morbid. Oh, do I already have cakes?
You have cake.
It says I have
Wait.
4? Or is that...
Yeah, you have 4 cakes.
Okay.
These are all items.
Yeah, none of this is anything that I need.
Oh, it is raining so bad right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why we're not going back to my folks' place for Christmas, which makes me very sad, but there's...
You can go, if you go to the yellow flag, the quarters, you can go to the spa, and you can delete cards.
Oh, yeah. I don't know that I care that much.
I mean, if you want to, like, only have the big cards for some reason.
Okay, so... Yeah, we'll go check it out.
The spa is the other way.
It's the other way.
Yeah. It's down near Cal.
I see it.
It do be raining outside. Oh boy.
So, like, I kind of, if I
Yeah.
had the money, I'd be like, just red only forever.
There's a that I get rid of plates.
I am completely losing your audio.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There we go.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'd say I'd get rid of playing sports ball, which is the red one set neighbors to this value.
Yeah.
I'd get rid of that one. Yeah.
Also, like, basically anything that adds +2 to the next one, like the Bush Bubs dance, is not useful to me because I tend to go for straights. And
I'm trying to go for straights.
adding +2 to the card next to you automatically breaks a straight.
It could. There's ways to deal with that.
True.
The -1 to neighboring cards.
Also, it's a vase, so fuck off.
I don't want to see his stupid face. Make him leave.
I'm gonna keep some of my kudos.
To get
though.
rid of 2 more, yeah, if
Yeah.
you really wanted to.
I'm gonna keep some of my kudos because you never know.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we at with Cal right now? We're
Cal's
at
very close.
96. Okay, so we're gonna finish that off.
Yeah.
Also, my organizing is at 56.
So close.
More xenobotany. No wonder your dad likes the lab. It's one of the few places during the time of year that's guaranteed to be pollen-free. The environment is always carefully controlled so pollen can't get in and contaminate the samples. Okay, so no big story beats this time around.
No.
Just 2 to the organizing, 58. I don't think I'm going to get there. Got 1 friendship with Cal.
You might not be able to get there, and that's okay.
Yeah.
There is an aspect where when it comes down to everything, you really have to like focus on a thing, right?
Okay, so I think this is going to be the last thing I do for this particular video. And then we're only going to have 1 more left, at least for this loop.
For this loop, I would love to see you play a second loop just to experience some of the amount of delusion cards you can have.
Maybe it'll just be you and me for that, because admittedly,
I would be okay with that.
as much as I've enjoyed playing this, like, and recording it and putting it up on YouTube, the view numbers speak for themselves. Like, this particular game, although it's a very good game and I wish more people would play it, it does feel an awful lot like most folks aren't interested in watching this. Which is too bad, because I know a few folks. Tensei, if you're watching, I appreciate you. You're the one that was the most excited that I was playing this. Also, really quick, do you see the little thing with feet that's watering the garden?
Yeah, it's a little robot guy.
It's a little robot guy that's watering the garden. That's adorable. Okay, so it's relaxing in the park that... Or is it Tend the Animals? Which is the one that gives me bonus to my pet?
The relaxing in the park has the chance to level up your pet.
Okay.
Which you should look and see what the Unisaur does.
Your mother's white astrantia flowers are flourishing in the garden and everywhere else too. They've really taken to something in the soil here. You even see them outside the walls. Something must be carrying their seeds out toward the wilderness. Okay, and now we're on to early dust. And that, I think, is where we're going to end for now. That
Okay.
said, Cal is now at 97. So we will definitely be getting him up to 100 before we're done.
Yeah, for sure.
But we're coming up on the hour and a half mark, so I want to go ahead, and I feel like this last half a year is going to be traumatic.
It might not be. You never know.
I think we've made good decisions so far. I was speaking with Tensei, who I mentioned earlier, who is a friend of mine on Discord and on Blue Sky, who mentioned an extreme surprise that so few people have died in my first playthrough, because apparently, like, the expected outcome is your first loop, like so many people die.
I want to think I only lost I think I lost more people than you did on the first loop. Um, but that's also because, I've made different choices than you.
Right.
So,
Well, and I did admittedly have some insider information from you. You've been
yeah,
pretty good about not giving me too many spoilers, but to be fair, like, there are a few things that you advised me on here and there.
well, yeah, because like I understand things that you're not like super great with
That's fair.
emotionally.
That's fair.
And I've been like, hey man, if you want to be less hurt emotionally right now, then you need to do this specific thing.
All right, friends. Thank you very much for watching. If you've been watching, make sure to check out all of my other series, XCOM and Cyber Knights Flashpoint, and all the other stuff that I've been doing. And we got one more of these. So thanks again for watching, and I guess I'll see you then.